Alright, today guys, we're going to talk about the Indian Creek Design Freestyle 04 model. Considering this is one of their, well, not one of their older guns, but it is, to today's standards, an old gun. Of course, yes, it was made back in 04. I'm just going to, there's not a lot of videos on YouTube anymore about this gun just because it's how old it is. And there weren't a lot of them made. One of them made Naughty Dog. They had a contract between them, and they had the Naughty Dog Freestyle made. It was the red one that has all the poles and stuff over it. But anyway, this is just regular blue ionized designed Indian Creek. I bought it for $100 last November. I've shot it a couple times, and I've ran into a couple problems. So I'm going to make these videos just to show you how to disassemble the gun, reassemble them, the correct way to disassemble it, the right way to put it back together, because if you don't do it the right way, you can screw it up like I have already. But we'll get into this in a later video about the manifold and how, I don't know if you guys can see it, but these itty bitty screws here, they can strip out. But I'm going to talk about how to change all that. But anyway, today we're going to talk about how to take the bolt out. This is the bolt here. I'm going to tell you how to take it out, disassemble it, how to rebuild it if you have to, show you where all the O-rings and stuff are out. I got my little kit here that has all my Allen wrenches and stuff in there, so I don't know the sizes right off the top of the head, so you can get on IndianCreekDesign.com and then go to the manuals, and it'll tell you all the Allen wrenches that you need. But really all you need to do is go to where you can find all of just find a whole bunch of Allen wrenches that you might have laying around and just try to find the right one that fits as best you can. Kind of what I did with mine. These are my first. I haven't been playing paintball too much, and I've been playing probably since July of last year. My first paintball gun was a little bit of a cheap one from Walmart, of course. I didn't have any real problems with it, but I always played with guys that always had a lot better guns than I did, so it was kind of pointless to play on the field with them, having all their fancy $800 guns, and I have a little $80 gun. So I decided to go out and buy one of this. I bought it off Craigslist from a guy. I'm pretty sure he ripped me off about it, but we won't get into that. Okay, this I'll take after I take it off the stock of the handle here, whatever you want to call it here. This is the bolt itself. Okay, there's two O-rings right here. Now I'll get into what everything about it later here. But what you want to do is you want to unscrew it like so here, and it'll pop out. Now don't have my pick set here. I'll use this one here. I'll get this O-ring out of here. It's deep in here. Be a lot better if I had my pick. There we go. This O-ring here. Now this O-ring can go bad and cause it to leak down the barrel here. So, well, you can usually get these if you can just find the side, like I said, on Indian Creek Design, where the manuals are for the 04. But the 04 and the 05 are the exact same thing. They're just cosmetically different on the outside. So you can either get a rebuild kit for an 05 or an 04. It's the same thing. Or you can go on the manuals and find out if you just want to buy the O-ring separately. You can go on the website and get these the size of the O-rings, and then probably just find it on the internet somewhere. But the best bet to do is just get a rebuild kit, so you completely just rebuild every single O-ring, because if you get it off of the Indian Creek Design website, it comes with all the O-rings it comes with the HPR, the LPR, all the O-rings for that, especially for the poppet valve inside all of them and stuff. So best bet yet is to do that. But anyway, off subject here, let's just get back to the bolt itself. Okay, after you unscrew it from here, you can it doesn't matter, but most of the time I just pull it out a little bit and just unscrew this little plastic bumper guard here thing, whatever you want to call it. Please, I'm not very technical here on my terms about what everything is here. Okay, we're going to unscrew that, set that to side because that don't need any cleaning or anything. Okay, now pull this silver part out here, set it to the side here, and then you can just pull that out. Now, there is, again, another O-ring in here. Would also cause to leaking down the barrel. I don't know if you guys can see this, I'm sorry. To leak down the barrel here. This one here can make it leak down the barrel, and I think that's the rest of the O-rings. But that's how you disassemble it. Now, to clean it, I don't have any rags or anything, right? But of course, you just want to wipe all these. If they look alright, you can just wipe them all down, or if it's not leaking or anything, just after you play. Of course, you want to clean the bolt every time you get done playing, just so it doesn't get real sticky or anything. So you want to wipe all this down, wipe this down inside here. Here, I got a Q-tip here. Well, Q-tips are amazing when working on paintball guns. Just clean this all out here, clean this all off here, and you can lube it with any type of paintball grease. Do not use oil. I repeat here, do not use oil, mineral oil or anything. Make sure you use actual paintball grease. Now, don't use automotive grease or anything like that, because that's not good on them. You need to use paintball certified grease. Okay, now we'll go ahead and put it back together, because that's practically all you have to do to that bolt. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to slide this back in, like so. I'm going to put the actual bolt itself into the housing, just slide it back in there, like so. And then what I usually do is get this plastic guard here and just screw it back on, like so it doesn't actually, because this stops the bolt from coming completely out, so it's kind of like a stopper. And then I usually put this back in, this metal silver piece that slides down in there, like so, and then you can just push it all back together. Okay, now if you take this O-ring out that we took out of the house, the actual backing housing here, make sure you put it back in. You need to put a little lube on this one too. Just use a Q-tip, get it in there, wipe it around a little bit. Then you just want to screw it back together, like so. Okay, make sure you get it nice and snug. Now you don't need to oil. You can put a little bit of actual mineral oil on this, but you're not really supposed to, just to help it slide back in here, like so. But really, I believe you're not supposed to, because that's how the bolt goes into the actual other part of this. You can actually, but I usually don't. Another thing is, you can take out these two screws. Use this huge Allen wrench here for these two screws here. And there is an O-ring in there that could actually leak sometimes, but not most of the time. But if you get a rebuild kit, that it will show us that. So basically, that is how you disassemble and reassemble the bolt on 04 Freestyle. Now, I'm not too sure about the 05 models and how they are, but in terms of all mechanical stuff inside, the board, the bolt, the LPR, the HPR, they're all the same. They just might look a little different. But I'll go ahead and put it in the actual stock here. And then, of course, the little Allen bolt that we took out, you just stick it back in, and that's how you disassemble and reassemble the bolt. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or message me. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe.